Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Arizona Cardinals. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here we go. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yellow. Blaster, stick.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
This defense for the Niners, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Green. Blue.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Launching one for Henderson. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Bridgewater now from the 50. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here, right? Line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got room.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The Cardinals at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
One back. And he coughed it up.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down.
Black shot.
They'll set up a throw. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. I thought there at the end he may have had a chance to release that, but that pocket closed a little too quickly, and down he went.
Yeah, he was certainly trying to do everything he could to extend the life of the play, probably counting in his head 1, 2, and then he ran out of time.
And the now 40-year-old veteran able to put this one through. So that Charles a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, This ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. Oh, able to avoid him. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Bridgewater on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bridgewater.
They'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. McCaffrey on the counter.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They go play action. Bridgewater. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag.
We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When there's extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away.
This is fielded at the 7.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards.
And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week, and in talking to them, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their toes and punch their way out of it. But occasionally, you get that open week, you step back, evaluate what's been going wrong, See what you can put in that can move you forward, and maybe you get a chance to breathe a little bit and kind of start over.
Field flat. Ball red.
2nd and 4. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. That grab another career milestone for him. 900 career catches now.
All right, the applause is beginning, right? The applause is going on. That puts him just outside the top 20 all-time in the NFL. Next in his sights at 903, Wes Welker.
Rarefied air. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 43 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Right.
2nd and 3. That's taken in by Henderson. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. Let's see who's faster.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football, not gaining yards.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
This will be fielded at the 17. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy? And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. To about the 35, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Play action now. Bridgewater completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
McCaffrey running up the middle.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. He's got it. Touchdown. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
In the 2nd quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Red, cycle.
2nd and 5. That's complete once again to Hopkins. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw here. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Cluster, 6. Green jack. Real green.
Back to throw again. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
We'll see what they have drawn up here a little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
He'll look to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Bridgewater. And he will find his man Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone. 1st down. 59 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
To throw is Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The 49ers are going to turn over the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just burrow his way back to the line of scrimmage, and that's about it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting 49ers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Starting the second half with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Play fake. Bridgewater.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And the Cards are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henderson.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Moore, the man in motion. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. They're going to look to throw.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Henderson. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Bro, 52. 97.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He'll get that one to Carter complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Smith, red.
They'll try and run. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after.
McCaffrey trying to escape, but he cannot. They get him in the end zone, and that's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
Here we go. Pause red. Go. Ready?
They go play action here on first down. Launching one for Henderson.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Niners are going to take possession of the football.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. This one caught by Kittle.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 72 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. On the toss, they run wide side with McCaffrey. Able to slither by. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd and a yard, Bridgewater. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Christian McCaffrey.
With career touchdown number 96, he joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list.
And the 49ers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Niners 24, Cardinals 5.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
White. Blue strikes it.
2nd and 13. Launching one for Henderson. And he's got it inside the 10. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 70 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And nothing but daylight ahead. 20, 10, and into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown.
But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And the Niners get there and bring him down.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailed by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a party gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery.
Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Come on, set. You yellow. Ready?
2nd and 14.
Throw left side, hauled in by McBride.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
Red, yellow. Blaster, 6. Green jack. Real green.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yellow blue. Black ultra. Ready, go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers are going to take possession of the football. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Throwing here, Bridgewater. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey shifts by at the 15, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be giving a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line, yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. This is McCaffrey on the give. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Ready?
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And as this defense walks off the field, they